Hello Bath Spa. Welcome to Morgan Stanley, a global financial services company. My name is Mr. Morgan and I will be discussing a short case study titled A Shrinking World. I would first like to give you some background information about Morgan Stanley. Since its founding in 1935, the firm has helped redefine the meaning of financial services. We have also continually broken new ground in advising our clients on strategic transactions, and in pioneering the global expansion of finance and capital markets. To start off, it is worth noting that Morgan Stanley is a professional services company. This means that it is high in variety, but low in volume. Morgan Stanley fits here, because every client that they have is different, and they are asking for different things. Today, I will be telling you about how globalization has affected the company as a whole, and how it has affected the stock market. We will also be discussing the second point raised in the case study, which was technology, and how Morgan Stanley deemed to use this to help generate more profits. The first key point made in the case study was the effects of globalization on business activity in Morgan Stanley in particular. Globalization has allowed us to expand and provide globally. Morgan Stanley now operates in many of the major cities such as New York, London, Hong Kong, and Tokyo.
Mr. Morgan, how has globalization and the expansion affected the operation management team?
Well, it has affected it largely. For example, the firm has a strong global structure. However, a low international market focus, as business activity is more or less the same in every country. Therefore, Morgan Stanley is a global vertically integrated company, because as mentioned in the case study, the firm tries to standardize the service they offer. What information does this give the operations department?
This tells them that they may need to work on standardizing the operational system of the company in every country.
Another key point that was raised in the case study was the issue of rapid development in technology in the past years. Advances in information technology have made the world a smaller place and enabled organizations to operate globally. In the financial sector, information technology allowed investment, for example, capital, to enter foreign markets freely and investors to gain the best returns regardless of national borders.
In my opinion, I don't think Morgan Stanley would have been able to be so successful without globalization.
Yes, and they definitely wouldn't have been able to keep up with the demands of globalization without the help of technology.
Morgan Stanley and other companies have to keep up to date with technology. This is a bit like having to update your phone, just on a larger scale. Unfortunately, Morgan Stanley fell behind in 2005 on the technology aspect. This left the company in a bad position as stated in an article by Crossman in 2007. Since then, the company has been trying to make changes to help raise profits once again. It is mentioned in the case study that there has been a change in the investment banking sector, where customers expect firms to be more customer-focused. The firm then came to an agreement with Citigroup, a partner, to take over Smith Barney, another financial services company that deals more with personal clients. This had a large effect, not only on the operational system of the company, but also on the existing technology that the company had in use. The following video explains this.
Jim, the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney deal closed in June. What's the status of the integration?
The integration is proceeding well on the schedule we'd planned. So the deal closed in June. At this point, we've integrated the senior management leadership, the complete home office organizations, and the leadership of the field organizations. So at this point, we're running one integrated organization. Over the course of the next 2 years, we'll integrate the products, we'll integrate the pricing, and we'll integrate the technology platform that we're all operating on.
The technology integration is obviously a key part of this. How did you decide which platform to go with?
We did a 2-month benchmarking study of every aspect of functionality in the legacy Morgan Stanley platform and the legacy Smith Barney platform. We benchmarked both to each other and frankly to what was the best in the field. Having done that, we reached a series of conclusions which were simply that we're going to build a new platform called 3D. 3D will leverage some of the newer technology that we'd already deployed at Morgan Stanley, and will leverage much of the functionality that was very deep and rich and been built over decades at Smith Barney.
The advance in technology has meant that the number of employees the firm needs has reduced over the years. Although the number of employees is reduced, they need to ensure that they are training their employees to the best of their capabilities to maximize success within the business. This ensures that the firm has a competitive advantage over other firms in the same market. The firm's day-to-day operations relies on a stock exchange which is identified in the case study of securities of a company. These are financial assets owned by shareholders, as mentioned in the case study. Globalization, and with the help of advanced technology, has allowed Morgan Stanley Dean Witter to automatically monitor stock activity until the end of the day, and save it on the system ready to be analyzed the next morning. We can see that Morgan Stanley have used the development of technology to their advantage, which has allowed them to operate globally as an international business. So, from the previous information I've given you, what can you conclude?
Companies with an effective operations team will realize that to be able to gain competitive advantage, the technology they use needs to be top-notch.
After 2005, the firm used technology and the positives of globalization to their own advantage.
Yes, this means that Morgan Stanley as a company does have a good operations management department, as they were able to overcome their issues.
That is correct. We were also able to understand the market and diversify our operations accordingly, which helped us in the long run. That's it from me by Spa. Hope you enjoyed my video. See you soon.